Hey guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. So the first thing I need to tell you is that the middles will always be the middles. The edges, which is these, will always be the edges, and these corners will always be corners. And also, no matter what, red will always be across from orange. White will always be across from yellow, and green will always be across from blue. And that never changes. See, blue, green, white, yellow, red, orange. Alright. Okay, so also you need to know that this is right, up, left, back, down, and face, and I'm going to call this S and this M. So, I mean, you can put whatever you want for these two though. Alright, so now I'm going to give it a good mix. And teach you guys how to solve it. Alright, so the first thing that I do is make a daisy. So, like, around the yellow middle, or, yeah, we'll just stick with the yellow. Around the yellow middle, you're going to make white edges all the way around it. So if you have a piece like this one, or, well, we'll go with this one. If it's on the white side, all you need to do is flip it 180 degrees so that it's on the yellow now. Same with this white-orange. You just flip it 180 degrees, so 2 turns. And that should put it around the yellow. So now you've got 2. And then, let's see, we've got one like this that you might think that you could just flip it and it should be like that, but no, you've got to get it, it's oriented differently, so you get it out of the way, bring it down, and then put it in. So, this one is the same way, and you can either take the easy way and just move this to where you can put it in, or you could bring it up, put it on the red side, or whatever side, and then flip it 180 degrees. You just got to make sure you get that daisy. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is start lining these edges up with their centers. So this edge, for example, is white, blue, so you want to line it up on the blue side. This is the blue side. The middles tell you what side it is. So this is the blue side, and you want to flip that 180 degrees to the white side. So next we have orange. Put it on the orange side. Flip it over. Red. Put it on the red side and flip it over. And then green. Just flip it over because it's already lined up. So now what you want to do is start putting your corners in. So this one is blue, orange, white. So we're going to put it here between the blue and the orange, white facing down. So since it needs to go here, we want the white facing away from it. So white's facing that way. It needs to go here. We bring this up and put that in and bring it back down. Alright, so now we've got, you just look for another edge. This one is white, red, green, so we'll put it to where white's facing away from where it needs to go. See, it needs to go between the green and the red, so white's facing away. And then we bring this up and put it in, bring this down, and then, let's see, we have this edge, and white's facing away, bring this up, put it in, bring it back down. And there are going to be cases like, I'll see if I can set one up real quick. Hold on. Nope, that didn't do it. There. Alright, where it needs to go the other way, so white, like it's, the white's facing this way. So, what you need to do is, you need to have white facing away again, and put it in there. So, like that. Now you've got your corner in. So it's just the opposite of what you just did. Or you could have something where your white is flipped like this, to where white's facing up. So what you want to do in this case is you want to flip this white back over. So you want to bring it to where it's on its side now. So it's on its side like that. Bring it out of the way so that you can fix your white. And now it's right here, and the white's facing this way, so you can bring it over here and just put it in the way I showed you. Now what you need to do is solve these edges right above the corners that you just put in. We've already got one solved, which is good. So the way you do this is have the yellow side facing you, and you start looking for edges without yellow. So this one has yellow on it, so we can't use it. This one has yellow, so we can't use it. And remember, these are the only edges that are on the yellow side that we're using right now. So these two, as you can see, this one and this one don't have any yellow on them, so we can use these. Alright, so what you're going to do is whatever color is not on the yellow side, so like this one's green, the green is on the yellow side, so the orange, that's what side you want to put it on, and that makes this T, and so you get it. So you can either write this down as an algorithm, or you can just learn the moves, it doesn't matter. So what you want to do is face counterclockwise. Since it needs to go over here, you go the opposite direction. Right counterclockwise, so that you bring down that corner. You can bring this middle in there. I did that wrong, hold on, sorry. Alright, so it's face counterclockwise, down clockwise, or towards where it needs to go. Right counterclockwise, so that it brings down that edge, that corner. And then S, you can really put it down as whatever you want, and then you just bring this white edge up like that, so right clockwise, and then this, now you just gotta fix your white. You should have an L and some 9 shape, or sometimes it'll be a backwards L and a P. But what you want to do is this bar, you need to bring it up, get this white piece out of the way, and bring this edge, this middle down, put your white piece back in, so it was over here, you just put it back in, and bring that up. And now you can do your next edge. Okay, so there will be some cases, hold on, I'll set one up real quick. I set that up wrong, sorry. Alright, so there might be some cases like this where you have your edge in, but it's flipped wrong. So what you need to do is just find any piece with yellow on it to put in its place, or really any piece at all to put in its place, and then you just put it back in properly. So you would, again, since it's over here, or we could do it this way, so you learn this algorithm too. this one's face clockwise, down counterclockwise, left clockwise, S counterclockwise, or whatever you have it written down as. Bring that up, and now you have a P shape, or that's a 9, I think. Yeah, you either have 9s or P's, and then this backwards L, and then you just fix your white side like that. All right. So now you've got your edges back on the top. Oh, it's these two. So now what you want to do is find another one of the edges, and this case it needs to go over here. So you remember this one's the one where, since it has to go over here, the face has to go away. So face clockwise, down counterclockwise, left clockwise, S counterclockwise, or whatever you have that labeled as, and then bring that back up. So left counterclockwise, and then you've just got to fix your white. So the bar goes up to the white side. This middle gets out of the way. Bring that down so that you can put that in. Alright. So now we have one edge left. So here's our edge. So you just use that algorithm again, since it needs to go over here. Face is going away, so face counterclockwise, down clockwise, right counterclockwise, S, or whatever you have it labeled as, and then right clockwise. Go to this L, and fix your white. So now you should have the first 2 layers done. So now what you're going to have is either a bar, a cross, or a hook on the top of your cube, on the yellow side. So in this case I had a bar, so you might want to write this down. This is the algorithm for a bar, and you have to have it horizontal like this. You can't have it vertical or else it won't work. But the algorithm is face clockwise, right clockwise, up clockwise, right counterclockwise, up counterclockwise, face counterclockwise. And that should give you a cross on the top. Now if you got a hook, which happens quite frequently, it's like a 1 in 3 chance of all of these. So you're either going to have a hook, a bar, or a cross, and the hook algorithm is F, or face clockwise, up clockwise, right clockwise, up counterclockwise, right counterclockwise, face counterclockwise. So now this, you can have this cross, you can have many ways. It could be like this, where it has like a fat T with 2 in the front, or these 2 could be facing this way. It could be a, what I call a fish, or a soon, like this. Sometimes it'll have a yellow facing this way, or sometimes it'll have the yellow facing you. Or you can have a cross like this. So for the crosses, you want to have these 2, like it could be either have a cross with 2 that are out or 2 that are facing you, and you want to either see none or both of them in the front. So the algorithm for this is right clockwise, up clockwise, right counter, up clockwise, sorry, right clockwise, up 2 times, and then right counter. So, and then you'll have another one you could do I'm going to have to show you the other algorithms though, so hold on. That's the algorithm you're going to use for all of these cases, but alright, so here's another one you can have, and with this one you're going to have again this, it's kind of like doing the fish or the soon, whatever you decide to call it. It's kind of like doing that, just you have to have the head down here, but you're going to have to do it more than once. So this one's the same algorithm, have to have the head down here, and then anytime you have this T, you want it to be like a T rather than being in any other orientation. So you do the same algorithm again, then you'll end up with a fish. Make sure the head is down in the lower left hand corner. Do the algorithm again, put the fish's head back in the corner, and do it again. Alright, so now, well, I didn't want to skip to that step, so I'm going to fix that real quick. Alright, so this is what you might have. You might have gone, skipped this, where you just have like one whole side done, or maybe you've just got these edges done. But find one edge that is like one of these top places that have two corners matching. You might have one whole one in the back, but that doesn't really make a difference as long as you have two corners matching. If you've got more, then just skip this part for now. Still write down the algorithm, but keep it like this. Okay. So what you want to do is have the red in the back and perform this algorithm. So it is like, well, whatever color you have the two edges, or the two corners, I mean, and keep that in the back and do this algorithm. So it's right counterclockwise, face counterclockwise, or clockwise, sorry. Right counterclockwise, back 2 times, so this back side 2 times. Right clockwise, face counterclockwise, right counterclockwise, back 2 times, and then right 2 times. And if you didn't have any solved edges, all you need to do is just do that algorithm twice. The first time you do it should give you 2 edges in the back, or 2 edges somewhere that you need to keep in the back, and do the algorithm twice. So now you should have something like this. Sometimes you'll have one side solved, and sometimes you won't. The most you'll need to do this algorithm is 3 times. So for my case, I only have to do it once, but I will set up a case where you have to do it 3. That didn't do it. Hold on. Alright, so this is a case that you have to do it 3 times. So what you want to do is, the algorithm is right 2 times, up clockwise, right clockwise, up clockwise, right counter, up counter, right counter, up counter, right counter, up clockwise, and then right counter. Alright, so now we've got to do it. Oh, it looks like I've just got to do it one more time. Okay. So then you should have one full side in the back and do this algorithm again. So it's right 2 times, up clockwise, right clockwise, up clockwise, right counter, up counter, right counter, up counter, right counter, up clockwise, right counter. Alright, and sometimes you'll have to do that one more time. Just make sure you keep the solved side in the back. Alright, that was my beginner's tutorial on how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Thanks for watching.